Hello, it's Mike. How's everybody doing? As you can tell, I sound a little bit like Brenda Vaccaro with this raspy voice, but you don't know who she is. Anyway, today is Tuesday, Top Tuesday, which is a little challenge put together by TheHorrorman, where we talk about our favorite two horror movies or our top two horror movies of a particular year. This year was 1980, which it was so hard to pick just two, kind of hard for me. I do have two favorite movies from that particular year, and God, I have no idea. So most of you probably, went with other horror movies. That's cool. I had like 10 on my list to start with. And, by the time I whittled it down, I was down to Alligator, He Knows You're Alone, Without Warning. What's the other? There was one, The Shining. But yeah, it came down to the final. Oh, Alligator. Did I say Alligator? I love Alligator. That was in my top 5. Along with, or maybe that was number 4. So number 3, 2 for me, it's a tie. I can't not include Friday the 13th in this list because it really did make an impact in horror in general. Everybody tried to live up to the gore of Friday the 13th after it came out. And I truly enjoyed that movie. But there were 2 movies that just I watch all the time. Number 2 for me, besides Friday the 13th, I'm saying 3, but okay, we'll just pretend it's 2. Number 2 for me is Prom Night. I loved Prom Night. I loved Jamie Lee Curtis. I loved the bitchy girl who played Wendy. I thought she was fantastic. Jude and Kelly, I can still remember all their, there's just so much about that movie that I enjoyed. And yes, it's not the goriest, and yes, it's not the fastest moving movie. There's some character building and storytelling that goes on before all the action starts, but I think that's probably why I like it. I really just always enjoyed Prom Night. And number 1 for me is another Jamie Lee Curtis movie. She was hot on 81, I think, or in 1980, because even Terror Train came out that year, which was okay. But yeah, Prom Night, or not Prom Night, The Fog. I love The Fog. I have always loved The Fog. It's always been one of my favorite movies. I know a lot of people prefer other John Carpenter movies. I get that, but The Fog has always been something I've really, really liked. So yeah, another Jamie Lee, and we have Adrienne Barbeau, who I used to really like. And who's our guy from Halloween 3? I can't even remember his name right now, but he's in it. Just some interesting characters, and the story was great. And yeah, love that movie. Oh well, of course we had Jamie Lee's mom is in the movie with her, as well as the girl who played Annie in Halloween 1. So yeah, it was fun to see some of them actors back together again. And yeah, The Fog. Yep. Number 1 for me. So also, I've told this story before, but when I went and saw The Fog, I drove to a town that I went to high school in called Highland, Illinois. And they had the Laurie Theater. And I left the Laurie Theater, and I was driving home to the little town that I'm from. And the closer I got to my house, the foggier the fields got. And by the time I got to the little town of New Douglas, it was totally socked in with fog, and I was freaking out. So that memory also, I think, adds to my love for The Fog. But those are my 2. Next week's 81. I'm sure it's going to be a pain to pick 2 out of that one too, but we're going to do it. Talk to you later. Bye.